Today on Turkey Maniac TV, hunting the South Carolina Lowcountry swamps. You're watching Turkey Maniac Television. Turkey Maniac TV is brought to you by these fine sponsors and supporters: Chief AJ Slingbows, Anderson RC, East Elk Livestock Supply, Carolina Firearm Coatings, Joe's Taxidermy, Paul Ramseur Jr. Landscaping, and pro staff with Dead End Game Calls and Mossy Oak Camo. Welcome to Season 2 of Turkey Maniac TV with your host, Chris Roseborough. Guys, Chris Roseborough here, Turkey Maniac TV, and we are busy here on the farm today. It's the transition between the cold weather of the winter and those warmer days of the spring, and transition season to us means mineral season. So yes, we've been really busy getting out minerals for the deer. We've been doing our mineral mix that you see on one of my other episodes, where we take 50 pounds of cattle mineral and 50 pounds of white salt to get 100 pounds of overall mineral. You know, the cattle mineral is high content, calcium and phosphorus, and then the white salt gives it a little blend of taste there. The deer love it. And also, we've been planting food plots. We've been going ahead and putting oats in the ground. The deer have been killing them this spring, and they'll kill them on throughout the summer. But as they get older and mature, the deer stop eating them and consuming them. But by that time frame, they'll start to dry out. So what we're going to do when they dry out, we're not going to bush hog them as we prepare for our fall food plots. We're going to lay them over. We're going to knock them down and let them rot into the soil, because that's around the time of the year that droughts hit. So by creating that moisture bed, by letting those rotten oats just kind of canopy the ground and trap all that moisture under, and then we're going to come on top of it and drill beans in, our soybeans, and those beans will still sustain our deer herd throughout the last part of the summer going into the fall, and that's perfect. So during the fall, they'll have the nice green leaves from the soybeans to eat, and then as we transition even further into the winter and the green goes away and the soybean pods start to form, the deer will have the pods to feed on throughout the harsh winter months. It's a cycle, because then we'll start back over next mineral season, next spring, early next spring, and repeat the process. So guys, that's what we're busy here doing today. We're checking out farm equipment, we're getting the tractors ready to roll, everything is ready to go. But the purpose of today's episode is I'm taking you on an early season deer hunt with me to the South Carolina Lowcountry swamps. In South Carolina, rifle season in the Lowcountry starts August the 15th, guys. That is real early, but it's really hot. Humidity averages 80+% down there. Temperatures in the 90s. Mosquitoes and bugs drives me nuts, but I have to fight through it in order to get on these early season South Carolina deer. I don't hunt in deer towers down there. I hunt in open stands, so that can make it even worse. But my thermocell will be running, and I will be covered as much as I can with everything I need to keep them bugs off of me, but still not scare my deer away. So guys, come on, let's go to the South Carolina Lowcountry to try to get on some early season deer. And guess what? I'm using my little trusty handy 22-250. I know a lot of guys that hunt with the 223, but I'm using the 22-250 because it is a beast of a gun, guys. It is a mean little gun. And so that's what I'm using on today's hunt. So come on, let's see how that little gun performs on those South Carolina Lowcountry swamp bucks. I'm Chris Roseborough, Turkey Maniac TV. We're going hunting in the swamps, guys. Let's go. This hunt begins on a hot August day in the summer in the South Carolina Lowcountry. I just got up here and got on stand. We're just gonna sit over a corn pile that we put out on a travel way between two swamps. There's two pretty big wet swamps on the left and right with a dryland travel corridor right through the middle that the deer travel through. We put corn right in the middle of it to help pull the deer closer, you know, entice them to come in a little bit. So we're going to see how it all comes together. It's hot down here, so we're just trying to take everything to our advantage that we can get. So let's make it happen. Ready to go. Guys, it's about 5 o'clock. It usually doesn't get dark until around 8:45 this time of year down here. All the trail cam pictures that I got, basically the deer been moving after 8 o'clock because it is so hot down here. I mean, it is like blazing hot, and the deer been moving after 8 o'clock when it's cooler. So I want to get on stand and get settled in about 3 hours early, let everything calm back down. So trail cam pictures got deer moving after 8, got several nice bucks coming in, but I'm not going to be picky because this is a short hunt. It's extremely hot, and I'm just trying to get in, get some meat, and get it over with. So let's see what happens. It was time to put that dead-end traffic jam grunt tube to work. I had to double up my layers of dry fit clothing during this hunt just to control the sweat and perspiration, and to ensure that the bucks didn't wind me. Hunting this hot weather, you gotta pay close attention to the wind direction. Well guys, we made it through so far. The bugs haven't ran me off the deer stand. The deer have already came in on me. So I'm sitting here watching them, waiting on this particular 10-pointer to come out that I've been looking for. But if he doesn't come out, I'm going to go ahead and take a lesser buck, because at the end of the day, it's all about the meat, putting meat on the table. Yeah, it's hot, it's humid. As you can see, I've been fighting it through this hunt. But let's go ahead and see how the events unfold as I watch these bucks right here. You see what they're gonna do. Am I gonna take the shot? You'll see. I held off on the trigger a while to ensure that that 10-point wasn't gonna pop out at the last minute. Guys, I know I made a good shot on that deer. I heard him crash. I mean, I know I heard him crash. He didn't run 20 yards. He down. We're not going to chance it. We're going to go ahead and get down and go get him because it's hot. It's like 98 freaking degrees when I got on stand a while ago, and the humidity is like 80%. It's condensation in the air, mosquitoes. We got to go. I'm ready to get out of here. I am drenched. I mean, my clothes are freaking soaking with sweat from sitting on stand. So I'm gonna go ahead and change clothes, and then we're gonna go track this deer. But we're gonna find the deer first, and I'm gonna change clothes because it's hot. So let's go. Well, this buck only made it 25 yards. I tell you what, that little 22-250 is a bad little gun. The buck was in full velvet and still had his red summer coat. Not a bad buck for the low country. Good deer. Considering I sit through 90-degree heat. Anyway, I got my buck, got out the woods, and got changed out of those sweaty, drenched clothes. Well, guys, you can see we recovered the buck. He's just the average 6-pointer. Good start to my season. Put some meat on the table. You know, I was hunting the area in South Carolina where they run dogs. They do a lot of different things. So basically, you got to take what you can get. Tried to hold off for a bigger buck. Hopefully we can go back and get a bigger one that I got on camera. But with limited time to hunt, sitting in the woods with mosquitoes, ticks, biting flies, gnats, chiggers. It was in the mid-90s. I mean, just scorching hot. I just wanted to go ahead and get this deer and get out of there, to be honest with you. I kind of lost patience there, but this is a great start to the season. As it gets colder, hopefully we'll see even more deer movement and some bigger deer. See, this deer is in full velvet, absolutely beautiful. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this deer cleaned up because it's, like I said, it's 90-something degrees. Humidity is over 80%. It's just scorching hot and I'm beating in sweat. So we're gonna try to go ahead and get this deer taken care of before the meat goes bad on it. But it's Turkey Maniac TV. Another good hunt. Well, guys, there you saw it. It was a successful hunt down in the South Carolina Lowcountry. We didn't get that big 10-pointer that I've been watching and waiting on, but still, I'm happy with the buck I got because at the end of the day, that's meat on the table. And I like deer burger to put in my spaghetti, tacos, lasagna. That's my favorite. So anyway, you saw the 22-250. That is a mean little gun. That gun is vicious, guys. To be that small of a bullet traveling at that velocity, you can see it packs an impact. That deer probably made it 30 yards at most, and he was lucky to get that far. And thankfully I didn't have to track him in the swamp like I did on the other episode from last summer. But anyway, guys, I'm Chris Roseboro. Be safe in the woods and have a great time, and remember just to get out and enjoy this beautiful country and all this great outdoors that God has blessed us with. I'll see you guys on the next episode. Stay blessed and be safe. Thank you for watching this episode of Turkey Maniac TV.